Hello everyone, welcome in today. My name is Ghiman Mckinney. A lot of you here at the University of Toledo probably know me from UT10 news shows in the past, but I'm once again here today for something exclusively behind the scenes and things of that nature. But be sure to subscribe to the UT10 News YouTube page here. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms and whatnot. But enough talking from me right here, right now. We have a special guest here today in studio, and her name is Quinesha Lockett. She is the reigning MAC Player of the Year, and over her past 4 seasons here at the University of Toledo, she's averaged over 16 points per game, and by my understanding, she is going to be returning for one more season here at the University of Toledo. First of all, Quinesha, how you doing? And what went into that decision for you to return to the University of Toledo for one more season to play basketball?
First of all, thanks for having me here, and I'm doing amazing. But I would say what drove me to come back for that 5th year is just the chemistry that we have. Like, our team is just amazing. We still got some players coming back, and I'm just so happy to be building this type of championship environment with them. So I can't wait to play again here.
Sounds good, sounds good. So before we kind of get started, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to even play a game here, hopefully. But tell my audience one thing about yourself that they probably would not guess.
I watch anime.
What kind of anime, if you care to expand?
I would say I like more of the action type of anime, you know, like Naruto. I like watching Hunter x Hunter, 7 Deadly Sins, things of that nature.
Got it. That's pretty interesting. You know, Demon Slayers over here.
Yeah, I just started watching that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I haven't finished it, everyone, and things like that. But, you know, I've kind of gotten into it a little bit. I'm a busy person, so I can't watch TV all day. But I wanted to talk about, you know, the season that you all collectively had this past year. Obviously, making it into the tournament, you guys had a big win over Iowa State, but unfortunately your season ended versus Tennessee. Things maybe didn't go the way you guys expected. Talk about, you know, what you personally maybe learned from that loss, what the program kind of learned from it, and where do you think the program's at overall, you know, based on what you guys did this past season?
So it's just starting off, I would just say, like, what we did this year was amazing. You know, we made history. This program is just flourishing over the couple of years. And I would just say that first game we had in the first round of the NCAA tournament with Iowa State, like, that was just our tester to see how good we were going to play against other teams and see what we were capable of. And once we accomplished that, then it was on to the next, like, literally in, like, the next day. So we had that time to recover and then do some scout on Tennessee. And, you know, unfortunately we lost that game, but it was a lesson just to teach us that everybody's going to give their best shot. Like, even though we're thinking like we're playing our best game, like, the other team out there is going to be playing their best game as well. So this is crunch time. It's win or go home, win or go home. So I would say I just learned to just give it y'all every game.
For sure, for sure. What's a little bit different about tournament play? You know, what would you say is the biggest difference? You know, is it the quality of play? Is it the coaching staffs? You know, maybe give us the insight of, you know, what ramped up tournament play is like at the women's college basketball level for Division I.
I would just say it's so hype. Like, the environment is just crazy. In Tennessee, you know, we were in Knoxville playing at their gym, so it was definitely like 10 times more than what we ever would have seen playing like at someone else's college. But Tennessee was just, wow, it was crazy. I just remember walking out there and I just seen the big crowd and I'm just like, oh my God, like, the spotlight is literally on us. And another thing, like, it was just so hard to hear. It was so hard to hear my teammates calling the plays, like, right next to me. Like, Sophie literally be right here, and I'm trying to read her lips, like, what are you saying? Like, what are we about to run? But I would say the fun part about tournament play is, I don't know, like, maybe, like, the team doesn't know your scout as much or like, they don't know what type of plays that you guys run. So it's easier, well, not easier because you're still playing against harder competition, but it's easier to get some of your plays off because they don't know exactly each play that you run.
For sure, for sure. Now, obviously, this interview is about you and our program here and some other things, but there was a big topic going on in sports roughly about a couple weeks ago. Angel Reese, you know, obviously, I know you probably follow women's college basketball a lot because you obviously play it, but, you know, LSU, they won the national championship, obviously a big accomplishment for them. You know, Angel Reese, you know, got a lot of, you know, kind of heat for her celebration at the end of that game and things like that. Do you think that some of that criticism was warranted? Was it fair? And what do you think about her as a player and just LSU winning the national championship?
So first of all, I'm just going to say, like, Angel Reese as a player, she's phenomenal. She's an amazing player. And all year, she's been acting that way. Like, she likes to talk her stuff. Like, she plays like that. She plays with that type of tenacity. So for somebody like how everybody was acting in the world or whoever gave her negative comments to just be mad at her for that moment that she had, she's been doing it all year. So there's no difference from that. But Like totally no knock from all them. I was kind of a little irritated that everybody was just worried about the celebration that she had instead of celebrating the win that they had. Like they just won a national championship, so that should have been the main focus. But you know, the internet spins a lot of things and just tries to change it into some stuff that it's not. But yeah, props to them. Like I'm so glad that they won. Like it was a good game.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So you obviously are the reigning MAC player of the year. So talk about, you know, your overall progression as a player throughout the years. It seems like each year you're adding something to your game. You know, what are you maybe working on? You know, let's talk about maybe this off season. What are you maybe focusing on? What are you trying to polish as far as your game goes? You know, and what is one thing that maybe you think you can improve upon?
Okay, this off season I'm really gonna work on, you know, getting my shot off, coming off screens, you know, getting my 3-shot off, and you know, just working on my shot. I feel like I'm more of a get to the basket type of player, so I want to just, you know, come with the unexpected and start shooting more threes. And my pull-up is starting to progress into my game, but, you know, I just want to get more threes off.
Got it. Why the University of Toledo, though? I understand that you're from Nebraska, so
yeah.
That's kind of a long way away. I recently actually drove to Los Angeles during Christmas break, and my first stop was from Toledo to Nebraska, so I know that's a pretty long drive. Yes, I decided to drive there, but so why Toledo? You know, that's obviously a little bit far away from home, you know?
Mm-hmm. So Toledo, because of the atmosphere here and the teammates that I had. You know, when I first came, well, it wasn't my freshman year, but I came on my visit before my freshman year, and I just got to talk with some of the girls, and I got to meet them, and I just felt welcomed right away. Like at first, I'm a pretty shy person, and I feel like if I'm going to be around you and I was going to spend like 4 years here, then I would have to feel very comfortable, and I feel like they did that for me. Like, they appealed to what I needed.
Great. That sounds good. So
yeah.
What's been maybe what's been like the most loudest environment that you've been a part of since you've played? What's one road game or maybe one home game that you maybe remember where it's like, wow, the crowd was really rocking?
Every BG home game is when the crowd be rocking. So this last home game that we had was to win the outright MAC championship, just all by ourselves. We didn't share a title, and we played BG at home. I just remember the crowd going crazy. Like, it was a tight game. We had to come back, and the crowd was just roaring. I could hear everything, the TOLs, the EDOs, like here and there. I just love it. The crowd was amazing.
Great. So we're going to play a game here in a second, but in order to transition into that game, I have to ask, you know, what's your diet like? I mean, obviously you're a Division I athlete. Maybe, you know, some athletes can kind of get away with, you know, a diet that's just, I'll eat whatever today, good metabolism and whatnot. But some, you know, stick to a really strict diet. You obviously, your play speaks for itself on the court. So I assume that, you know, you try to at least, you know, stick to maybe somewhat of a decent diet. You know, is that true?
Not at all. Oh, snaps. Like, psych, I don't have a strict diet at all. Like, my metabolism is really good right now, so I'm really just using it how I can. I like to eat a lot of junk food, sadly, but yeah, my diet is eat whatever.
Do you like fried chicken?
I love fried chicken.
Okay, well, great, because today I actually brought 5 different things today. And so today, and we're going to rank these chicken spots here in Ohio. Some of these may not be accessible to you guys if you're watching from somewhere else across the country. Today we're going to rank some chicken spots. So here we have Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I'm just going to put that there. And we have KFC.
Yeah, KFC.
We have Raising Cane's.
Ooh, I love Cane's.
And we have Popeyes right here. I love Popeyes.
I love Popeyes as well.
And last but not least, I threw in Wingstop. So,
okay.
Quinesha.
Yes.
Here's the big test for you.
Okay.
Rank these chicken spots here, 1 through 5. 5 being the worst, 1 being the best, based on your personal preference.
Okay. 5, worst.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go the other way because I'm number 5. So 5 is going to be the best. 1, worst. Sorry.
So KFC is the worst.
I'm knocking you. And then, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go to Wingstop next.
Wingstop second worst.
Yes. And then I'm going to go to, I love Cane's and I love Popeyes. I'm going Cane's.
Cane's in the middle.
3. Popeyes 4. And then Chick-fil-A number 5. That's chicken sandwich.
Got it. Chick-fil-A has been very reliable to me over the past few years. But for me personally, if I had to choose, I would probably go Popeyes number 1. Yeah, we'll kind of just set that to the side and things like that. Yeah, thanks for playing that game with me.
Yeah.
So
I can keep this?
You can keep that if you want. Yes. We'll send that to you as a gift, okay?
Okay.
We'll send that to you as a gift. So what do you think, if you were to give the audience a perspective on what you do, which is playing basketball here at the University of Toledo, what's the hardest thing about that? Like if you were to, talk to someone that's saying, hey, I want to play women's college basketball, what's the one thing that you would say was the biggest adjustment for you and maybe something that they maybe should keep in mind if they're going to make that decision?
I would say the bounce back ability. Like everything is happening a lot faster. The pace is a lot faster, so you have to bounce back a lot faster. You can't dwell on your mistakes too long or for too many days because the next thing is happening. Everything is starting to happen quick, especially when conference play comes. Like you're playing not every other day, but practicing every other day and getting ready for the next team. But I would just say, just get your mind right, and it's okay to mess up. It's okay to try again, but just know like you're gonna get better. It's gonna get better, and never dwell on it too long.
Got it. Well, you're obviously a hooper, so you obviously have to have the right kicks, I would assume. I assume you probably have your favorite go-to sneakers, or maybe the team provides you with some. I'm not quite so sure. Apology for my not so great knowledge on that, folks. But I wanted to do a start, bench, cut based on some of my favorite sneakers. Actually, we're going to do start, bench, cut, and trade. Okay, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so first up we have KD, so Kevin Durant's signature shoe. LeBron's, obviously King James, LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, his signature shoe.
Yes.
Kobe Bean Bryant,
Yes.
so some Kobe's.
Yes.
And we have Jordans, obviously Michael Jeffrey Jordan, who may be considered to be the greatest.
Yes.
So the big question for you right now is rank these in order from worst to best as far as which shoes you like to hoop in the best.
Okay. Well, Jordans, I never hoop in Jordans unless maybe I'm hooping outside in my outside shoes or something like that. But so Jordan is definitely going to be the trade because I like to wear them on the casual events, you know?
So you can cut one more, you can trade one more, and you can start one more.
Yes, so then I'm gonna cut KD. I sprained my ankle in a pair of his shoes. I sprained it. I'm sorry. It could have been what I was doing, but I'm cutting them. Sorry. And then we got Kobe. No, we got LeBron then Kobe.
So LeBron is on the bench and Kobe's starting.
Starting.
Oh, LeBron's starting.
No, Kobe starting. LeBron is on the bench.
Okay, so you're starting Kobe. You're benching LeBron.
Yes.
You're trading Jordans and you're cutting KDs because unfortunately you had a bad experience.
Yes.
Aww.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's unfortunate. I don't play basketball as much as obviously her, so I'm more on the casual side. And what I like to wear, I love my KDs. So.
Shoot! I'm sorry.
Hey, we appreciate honesty here. That's all we're asking for. Honesty here. Okay. So now we're gonna do a start, bench, cut as far as some of the players in the WNBA that you maybe have grown up watching.
Okay.
So, Candace Parker, Breanna Stewart. Skylar Diggins-Smith. Okay. Who are you starting? Who are you benching? Who are you cutting? You're starting the team right now.
Right now, I am starting Candace Parker. I am going to bench Breanna, and then I'm going to cut Skylar.
Is there anything you'd like to elaborate on that?
I mean, I love watching Candace Parker. Like, I've been watching her play since I've been growing up, and I watched her play at Tennessee for a little bit, the way she's been playing, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy that she transferred to the Aces. I said transferred. Got traded to the Aces. And then Skylar Diggins, like I love her, but if she's gonna be playing against Candace Parker, you can't. That's not a good matchup there. And Breanna Stewart would be able to match up with Candace. She's a tough player, 3-level scorer.
Got it. Well, guys, we're going to ask Quinesha a couple more questions. We appreciate, her giving us her time. But if you have not subscribed to this channel already or, you're enjoying the content, be sure to leave it a like, share it with your friends and family and things like that. We really appreciate it. We're going to move on. So we're going to talk a little bit of NBA basketball here. Okay. So what would be your all-time starting five if you were to put that together as far as all-time retired players, and this could be positionless. So you can maybe put, I don't know, LeBron at the 4 if you want, but who would be your all-time starting five?
Okay, I'm going to go. This is so hard. Okay.
Do you want me to go first or you want to go?
I'm going to go.
Okay. I was just going to give you some more time if you needed it.
I might go Curry at the 1.
So Stephen Curry at the 1.
Yes. I'm going. This is positionless. Okay, I'm going to bring Jordan in there, Kobe back, Kareem, and Shaq.
Kareem and Shaq. Oh, so you went big in the interior. Okay, I understand that. So I'm not gonna do my all-time lineup based on who's the greatest. I think Magic is probably the greatest point guard ever. Stephen Curry, I think, could surpass him one day. But I'm just going based off if I want to win a game. I'm looking at the talent on the court.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm gonna start Stephen Curry at the 1, greatest shooter ever. Gives pretty decent passer too, willing passer, very unselfish player as well. I'm gonna put KD at the 2 because I think that's a matchup nightmare, and he can handle the rock like a point guard. So, and these guys have played together before, Steph and KD. So I'm gonna do Steph at the 1, KD at the 2, but Jordan at the 3 because Jordan's a great defender. People forget about that. They talk about his offense, but his defense is elite too. So, and I think Jordan's the GOAT, so he has to be on my team. So I'm gonna put Jordan at the 3.
I like it.
I'm putting LeBron at the 4 because that gives me a lot of versatility. LeBron's a great passer. You know, he can rebound. You know, he can obviously score, and if need be, he can bang down low a little bit. Since I'm a little small, I'm a little small on the inside with LeBron. I gotta go with Shaq.
Okay.
Shaq is gonna be my big man, arguably the most dominant big man to ever play the game. And yeah, I think that I have a decent size advantage versus whoever. So yeah, that's my starting 5 right there. So
I like your starting 5.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you approve. So before we kind of, wrap this whole thing up, I'm asking you 2 more questions. So obviously, pregame, what's some music that you're listening to that you enjoy?
I like to listen to a lot of Polo G.
Okay.
He's a favorite of mine. And then, a little bit of Young Boy. A little bit of Young Boy in there because you need to get hype. But mainly Polo G. I listen to a lot of him before anything. Got
it. Old school music or new school music?
A mixture. Because when I'm cleaning up, I need that old school music. When I'm, winding down, I need that old school music. But when I want to have fun and party and stuff, new school a little bit.
Got it.
Yeah.
So last question for you. Obviously, I think that you would aspire to play in the WNBA one day, correct?
Yes.
So I'm putting you on the spot right now. Let's assume that I'm a general manager, Quinesha Lockett.
Yes.
Why should my organization consider drafting you to be a part of our team?
Because I am a 3-level scorer. I'm going to do whatever it takes offensively and defensively to get the win.
I like it. Simple answer and straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Thank you, Quinesha, for joining us. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share this with all your friends. And thank you. My name is Ghiman Mckinney, and we are officially done right here.
Thank you.